Today we are talking about the eye trick that keeps your edits smooth. And so the question I have for you today is, what if one tiny eye trick made your videos feel instantly more polished? And so I want to talk to you today about when you're recording. And we all have this thing where we have notes of some kind. Maybe it's a whole transcript, maybe it's a sticky note with 3 points, which I talk about all the time. But what happens is you go to record and you can't remember absolutely everything. So in the middle of recording, you're looking at your notes and kind of reading them. And so if you have them on a piece of paper, like I have mine right now, you might be looking down to look at your notes and then looking back up. Or if you do what I do when I'm at home, you might have your transcript. I don't really do a transcript, but a sort of transcript above my notes. And so then I might look slightly up and read. And so either of these things can be seen when you're doing your video. And so I want to give you this simple eye trick. But before I do, I want to give you an example of this in real life. So I want you to imagine that you go out to dinner with a friend and they do the awful thing where they have their phone and they're talking to you and then they look down and they do something on their phone. And then they're talking to you and they look down and they do something on their phone. And they're talking to you and they look down and they do something on their phone. And it makes you feel like you don't have a really good connection, right? They're not paying attention to you. They don't really participate in the real conversation. And so this is a really big problem, and you can have this same idea replicated in your videos if you're constantly looking at your notes, right? So how do we fix it? So in recording, something that you can do, we've already talked a lot about editing in the past couple of days, and if you've missed those, you should go back and watch them because they're really important, and they're going to tie into what I tell you today. So we know from previous days that you can use AI to cut out silences really easily using Descript, which is the video editor that I recommend, especially to those people that don't do like professional video editing. Hi, Childbirth Guru. Good to see you again today. Speaking of which, if you're catching me live, give me a hashtag live. If you're catching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. So we are talking about how to make your videos look more professional with just one eye trick. And what I want you to think about is when you're at dinner and they're actually looking at you and they have direct eye contact with you, that's what we're going to call the direct look. This is the way that you're able to stay connected with whoever you're talking to. But when they look down to their phone, or if you're recording and you look down to your notes, you lose that direct connection. And so that's the look down. We want to avoid that. And maybe it's a look up or maybe it's a look to the side like I mentioned earlier, but it's the look away, right? So the way that you fix this is you think about what's going to happen in editing. And what's going to happen in editing is all of your pauses are going to be taken away. Whether you're doing it manually or using AI, it doesn't matter. And so what I want you to do is I want you to keep your eyes focused where they should be. Give a pause, a beat, before you look away to check your notes. And do this throughout the entire thing. Whether you're using a transcript or just notes, doesn't matter. It's the same idea. And so, for example, let's say that I know that I want to say something really important. So did you notice the pause after I stopped talking where I still kept looking at the camera? And then I waited until the pause was over to look down and check my notes. Then when I look back up, I pause again before I start speaking. And if you get in the habit of doing this as you're recording a video, what will happen is you push that magic button into Script and every single look at your notes just disappears. Isn't that freaking awesome? And so that's the one simple trick that you can be doing during recording that is going to make your final video look really good. And whether you're doing it manually or with AI, it's going to make it so that everything looks excellent when you're done. So you want to make sure that you're setting your gaze and that you're intentionally pausing in between looks at your transcript. That's the takeaway for today. And your call to action is to do a one-time setup. I want you to take a little sticker and put it by your camera to indicate that you should be looking here. Hopefully it's something really bright colored or one of your favorite things. So maybe it's a little dancing frog or whatever. And you put it right by your camera. And I want you to remember that you're supposed to be looking there anytime you're talking. And that if you are going to pause, you have to look there before you're allowed to change things. So if you're talking, you need to look there before you're allowed to look away. If you're looking at your notes, you have to look there before you're allowed to start talking. And that's going to be your little cue of how you should be doing your recording. So that's what I've got for you guys today. For those of you who don't know, my name is Elise Michelle, and I am a systems strategist. I am a video visibility coach. I do all of these things to help you actually be able to reach out to your people. And my goal at the end of the day is for you to be able to enjoy your stuff that you are excellent in, that only you can help people with, and take away a lot of the time it takes to actually run a business. I do that by helping you set up your systems and by understanding how to generate visibility. And in November, I always do a special thing because it's my birthday month and I always like to give back. And so this month, what I chose to do was to do a live video every single day to teach you something new. And you should find around this video in the description or in the chat, a link to the daily giveaway. On the 28th, which is fast approaching, which is Black Friday, I will be doing a giveaway drawing, and everyone who came and watched these videos and entered each day has as many entries as they filled out the form for. And I will do a drawing for one person to win an entire year of help from me in my Video Biz cohort, which means you can show up every single week and ask me questions and get answers and get help. You can show up once a month and get a training, and every single month I will have a challenge to help you move your business ahead. And some of this is going to rotate around video, some of it's going to be general business strategy. Whatever you need help with, you're going to come and join me, and I am going to give you as much help as I possibly can in those 2-hour meetings every single week. So I hope that you go and get that entry, get entered in the drawing because it's going to be a huge deal. And then make sure you join us on the 28th to find out who wins and celebrate with them, and get a discount if you decide that you want to join us also. This is the lowest price you will see of the Video Biz cohort from now until November of 2026. So if you want help and if you'd love to work with me, this is the time. Do not wait. This is not a joke. I don't say this is the lowest price and then it changes. I have been consistently giving the lowest price in November for 5 years. You will not see a better deal than what you're going to get on the 28th. So join us the 28th. Make sure you sign up by the 30th. Thank you so much for coming and joining me. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Don't forget to get your giveaway entry. I am so glad that we get to live our dreams together every single day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.